Hi, ladies. It's Monique with Boundaries for Women, here to remind you that you're worthy of love and respect. And this title may seem a little extreme, but it's something that is really necessary to talk about. And so, in the world currently as it is, this may not come up as much, or it might. Depends. Is this topic of being too nice could get you killed. And whether that is within a relationship or it's with strangers, there have been plenty of stories that we've heard in the news, I'm sure, where it's not always a woman or a girl, but for the sake of this video, let's talk about that. Where a girl or a person gets lured off, there's so many horrible stories. We don't need to go over them all, right? But I'm just going to give a scenario. Let's say you were at a shopping mall or something, and you were leaving and you're going out in the parking lot, and it's dark and nobody's really around, and you're about to get in your car, or you're already in your car and somebody comes over and is like tapping on the window. This is kind of creepy, but let's just go there for a second. And they're tapping on the window, and you think that the nice thing to do, the polite, kind, empathetic thing to do is to see, like, maybe this person needs help. Let's suppose, and it's a guy, especially if it's a guy, right? And this guy's like tapping on your window. First of all, there's no good reason why that would need to be happening, and you would need to in any way roll the window down or do anything other than start the car and peel out, right? But sometimes our empathy can get the better of us, and empathy is the most beautiful thing in the world. But the thing is that certain kinds of people know how to manipulate that gift and that very human thing that is so important in order for us all to live on the same planet together. People that are dangerous, they know how to manipulate that. And so you may find yourself like rolling the window down, even though everything in your whole body is telling you, like, don't do that. You wouldn't roll the window down if there was a bear tapping on the window. And so maybe think of it that way. If you're ever in a situation and your body, listen to your body, because your body is constantly communicating to you, your intuition, instinct. We all have instinct, right? If it's a situation, it may not be a bear and it may not be a creepy guy coming tapping on your window in the mall parking lot, but it could be a person that something just doesn't feel right. And nobody else may notice it, but you may notice it. You do not need to talk to them. You do not need to interact with them. You can simply politely remove yourself from that situation. And sometimes it may not seem polite at all. Sometimes you may not need to say anything. Just walk away. Just walk away. Because honestly, this is that boundary thing where that boundary gets crossed and then another boundary gets crossed, and if you just stop it right there, nip it in the bud, it never will get to any other further point. Well, I can't say never, because toxic people, you just don't know. But for the sake of this situation, walk away. And don't allow worrying about what other people think of you. Don't even allow worrying about what you think of you to stop you from what is best for you and what is safe for you. This is how, not honoring boundaries, not listening to our instincts, that is how people get abducted. And that is how, like all these horrible things we hear about children and women, and kidnappings and horrible, horrible things. And a lot of it, I'm not saying always, because people just get kidnapped out of nowhere, but a lot of times it's because people want to be kind and their kindness is being taken advantage of. And it's so important to understand that there sadly are people in this world that do not have that empathy thing going on. They don't have that, and they don't have the capacity to care if you look terrified. It doesn't faze them. That part of their brain is simply not there, as disturbing as that is. So we're dealing, like, talking about psychopaths, right? They don't, if they notice fear or horror or anything like that, it doesn't. They're only looking at what they want. And so if you're in a relationship with someone like this, well, you probably know it by now if you are. And in those situations, the first thing I would say is get support around you. Get people around you who understand what's going on. Not people who are fooled by a facade, because these people can be very, very good at masking how dangerous they are. And they can present in one way that looks charming. I mean, it's like, it's in the movies, right? I mean, there's a reason these stories get told over and over, is because there are these people, you know, and they can mask and they can present and they can be incredibly charming. And that's one of the other things, is that, let's go back to the guy at the window thing, right? It could be some handsome, charming guy. May not be somebody that looks like they need help or looks like they're dangerous, because a lot of times they don't look dangerous. If you look at any you know, some of the major stories in the last, you know, 5 decades, it's a lot of times people that look presentable. But bottom line is, if you're in a situation where you are in a relationship with someone like this, get help. Get help, because it doesn't get better. You cannot reason with them. You cannot be nice enough for them. You cannot do enough for them. And ultimately, your health is on the line. Your life could be on the line. And I'm sorry to make such an extreme title, but I really care about you, and I really want to know that you're safe and that you're being taken care of, and not that you're in danger. So if you feel like someone that you're living with, dating, seeing, a friend, or someone you thought was a friend, anybody that's dangerous to you, get support immediately. Don't let it go another day. Don't let it go another hour. Let this, like, if for some reason you've happened on this video, please get support. You have access, hopefully, to the internet, and you can, if you're watching this video, and you can get help. And do not give up hope that there is help and that there is a way out of these dangerous situations. Your life is way too important. Your life matters. Your heart matters. Your mind matters. And it matters that you are intact so that you can be on this planet, because you're here for a reason, to do something great. That's what I believe anyway. So if you need support, if you need any access or you know, links to different things, you just feel like you just can't think straight right now to figure that out, you can contact me, or you can contact somebody in your neighborhood or in your area where you live that can help you. So I really hope that you take this to heart, and I pray for your safety, for all of the women on this that listen or that follow the Boundaries for Women page. I pray for you, and I genuinely want you to be safe, and not just safe, but healthy, happy, and thriving. And I believe that you can get there. So, okay, lots of love, and please reach out for support if you need it. Okay, bye.